What's up, a Cinema Shogun here, and look in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's another Chinese spy balloon. I think everyone was caught up in the excitement of seeing that Chinese spy balloon blown out of the sky, and everyone was cheering it on and cheering it on to the point that they forgot that they reported that there were other Chinese spy balloons on the way to America. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad we blew that one out of the sky, but why does it feel like they just tried to end the news story there? It's like this Chinese spy balloon was dominating the headlines. We were all talking about it. The mainstream media was even talking about it. They blow one of them out of the sky, and then they just stopped talking about the fact that they reported the other day that there was one headed here from Latin America, and there was one being tracked across Canada. What happened to those spy balloons? Did they really think that we would forget that they reported about other Chinese spy balloons? Did these spy balloons all of a sudden change course and go into a different direction when they realized that America blew the other one out of the sky? What is really going on here? That is my question. But another thing that is being reported is that this spy balloon that they shot down, they're reporting now that it possibly was carrying explosives. Let that sink in for a second. It was possibly carrying explosives. Now, we were told this spy balloon didn't pose a threat to us at all, which absolutely makes no sense if you really think about it. But these explosives aren't necessarily like, they were going to drop bombs on us from these balloons. No. I believe the explosives were there to detonate and to destroy the payload. So America would have a hard time gathering evidence and finding out how this satellite attached to a balloon really worked, if you will. So they're investigating that right now. I want to go ahead and hop into this article. Navy divers recovered debris from shot down 200-foot Chinese spy balloon off the coast of South Carolina. A top Pentagon official said the Chinese spy balloon was 200 feet tall and had a payload the size of a jetliner. Air Force General Glenn D. Van Herk, commander of U.S. Northern Command, divulged new details about the downed balloon on a call with reporters Monday. He floated that the balloon could have contained explosives to be used to destroy itself, which will be investigated. His briefing followed National Security Council spokesperson John Kirby defending the decision to delay shooting down the balloon until it was over water. The delay afforded us a terrific opportunity to gain a better understanding, to study the capabilities of this balloon. So I can't confirm whether it had explosives or not. Anytime you down something like this, we have to make an assumption that that potential exists, said the Air Force General. We did not associate the potential of having explosives with a threat to dropping weapons, those kind of things, but out of a precaution, abundance of safety for not only our military people and the public, we have to make assumptions such as that. So, yeah, I don't know about you all, but it doesn't feel comfortable knowing that there are Chinese spy balloons the size of jetliners that are possibly, holding self-detonation explosives inside, floating over our heads as we speak. But that is the world we are living in now. And to show you what a joke we are and what a clown world we're living in, China has actually come out condemning the United States for shooting down the spy balloon in the first place, acting as if we were in the wrong for doing so, saying that there will be consequences. What those consequences will be, I don't know, and I don't really care. I'm honestly prepared for anything at this point. Once we're living in a society with Chinese spy balloons overhead, I think, anything is fair game at this point, right? And honestly, if you ask me, the craziest part about the situation is They say that they're going to investigate if the payload had explosives attached so that it would self-detonate, so that America couldn't gain any intelligence from this downed aircraft. But it looks to me like we did the job for them. I've watched the video a lot, and you tell me what you think. It looks to me like we shot the payload. It doesn't look like we shot holes through the balloon. It looks like we blew up the payload, which in turn, that's like kind of defeating the purpose, right? In my opinion, couldn't you have shot through the balloon and then the payload would fall to the ground intact into the ocean? Of course, I'm sure on impact, some parts would break apart. I don't expect it to be fully intact. But in my opinion, in the video, it looks like we just blew up the entire payload. So it's like we did China's job for them. So while everyone's clapping, yeah, we shot it down, I'm glad we shot it down, but I mean, to me, it's weird that we would destroy it. That kind of defeats the purpose. And now that they're talking about, oh, we're investigating to see if it was self-detonated and explosives, I mean, who cares? You blew it up. So, I mean, it's almost as if you don't want anyone knowing what was collected, what data was collected. And in my opinion, y'all, I know that, there are all these different nations and areas in our world and countries, and everyone's got different governments and religions and all of that good stuff. The world is a diverse place, if you will. But in my opinion, the world leaders, if you will, are the people pulling the strings behind the scenes in this world. I don't think they're as divided as what they pretend to be. I do believe that there are a group of people across various nations that are all working together with the same agenda in mind. So it's easy to look at this like, yeah, America versus China, America versus China. But I think a lot of us already get the feeling that, I mean, what's the difference between America and China? The powers that be seem to be working together. So, I mean, was it a mistake that they shot down the payload? Was shooting down the payload the only way their weapon systems could lock onto something? Did they do it on purpose? Did they feel like they had enough intelligence? Or is everyone just working together here behind the scenes? You let me know what you think down in the comments below. We'll explore more things like that in the future on this channel. But for now, we'll take it easy. Let me know your thoughts, though, down in the comment section. While you're down there, hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, ring that notification bell. And we'll talk to you all in the next video.